Namaste and welcome. I'm Karin Lilleberg, an Ayurvedic practitioner, yoga teacher, and mentor based in London. And my mission is to support you and inspire you and educate you to become your own healer, to take the responsibility for your own health. And I'll do that by sharing tips about Ayurveda, yoga, meditation, and self-help. Today's video is about Pitta Dosha. Now, if you haven't heard about the doshas, I'll link a video below. You can watch that and understand more about doshas. But just in short, so dosha is a mind-body type, and there is three types: vata, pitta, and kapha. We all have three of them, but one of them is usually a little bit more dominant. And today I'll talk about Pitta Dosha. So Pitta Dosha is a mix of fire and water element. So we have more fire, and there is just a little bit of water to keep that fire calm enough, and so that it's not gonna burn us up from inside out. So what do Pitta or like water and fire do together? They create steam, and that creates that intensity of the Pitta person. So what are the qualities of Pitta? So each element has its own qualities. So fire is hot, dry, mobile, sharp. And water is liquid and oily. So these are the qualities of Pitta Dosha, or like a Pitta person. We can have a look. So how do they show up in our body and in our mind? So Pitta person is the CEO. Is always in front of everybody, is the doer, the go-getter, has great ideas, and also really accomplishes the ideas, have that intensity to go through with their ideas. It's a very inspired person, a creative person, and he's really this frontline go-getter. But that can be also too intense. So Pitta person tends to go, and just doesn't know when to stop. That can eventually lead into the burnout. And other qualities of Pitta, which I mentioned already, is hot and dry and mobile. So if these qualities also start to increase in our body, we can get into excess of Pitta in our physical body. So if we eat hot spicy food, we get too much heat in our body. If we spend too much time in the sun, there is too much heat in the body. If we are in too much doing all the time, not enough rest, we are just too intense in our thinking and planning and doing all the time, that increases Pitta. And if we combine all of these together, what we get? A lot of Pitta, a lot of fire within us, which can then result as acid reflux and a lot of other kind of symptoms that can start to show up, that shows that there is too much fire within us. Ayurveda sees or kind of applies a golden rule, that is that like attracts like increases like, and opposite brings balance. So now if we have too much of that Pitta, what we can do, we'll start to apply some more cooling practices, cooling foods, cooling drinks. So if you have this hot summer day and you're eating hot food and doing heating practices, Pitta goes high. Actually, summer is also considered a Pitta season. So what we want to do, we want to have this cooling mint tea. We want to have a maybe tip in the pool. We want to have a little rest and cool down. So it's important to start to understand when these qualities are starting to rise within us. And it's not only for a person who has the Pitta constitution, for all of us. When we do these activities, when we don't pay attention, that we increase too much of that fire within us, the Pitta will get into excess. And we need to do that. What we need to do then is to apply the opposite qualities. So here you go. You have some tips and hints to understand and what is Pitta. So you can also start to notice these qualities within you, around you and in other people. You will can then kind of connect with them on the same level, or you start to as well be a little bit more considerate, a little bit more humble, and a little bit more forgiving, understanding if somebody's acting in a very fiery way. We sometimes can think like, why are they like that? But it's just because that's their natural state. That is the nature of who they truly are. Is the Pitta person, is that wants to be the loudest, wants to be in front of everybody, wants to take charge, and we have just more compassion towards the person. If that's you, you can also have a little bit more compassion towards yourself, because sometimes we can be our own worst critiques. And when we really start to understand our own nature, we can start to balance it. We start to bring more harmony into our being by doing these opposite activities, and eating the diet that helps us to calm and harmonize and balance the Pitta, and then as well our mind. So here you go. Hope that helped you. If you have any questions, do reach out. I'll put all the links below, and don't forget to subscribe so that you are up to date when I drop a new video. Till next time, namaste.